news and the headliners on the Trusted Talk Wednesdays at 2 p.m.
Embrace your feminine side with the ladies of Sisterhood Thursdays at 11 a.m. talking about everything women go through.
Join Amachita, Amahrotmani, the broskies of Sotra, fixing the country, one topic at a time. Thursdays at 2 p.m.
Get ready to spice up your sex life on the 8th hour every Thursday at 8 p.m. where we get down and dirty with the hottest topics. It's all things sex.
Start the weekend early with the feel-good vibes of Cosy Lifestyle Show Fridays at 2 p.m. Put on your dancing shoes, feel the music, and connect with the best artist Mzansi has to offer.
And if you're still not satisfied, you can learn a thing or two about living wild, young, and free with Ama 2K Saturdays at 11 a.m.
And for all you bookworms, relax your Saturday with On Writing at 2 p.m. where you can learn from the best writers and storytellers.
All this and more on Share Radio,
the place to be.
I watch I love Betty, we tata play to ensayo. Sambe, Patidi we tata play to ensayo. Sambe, Patidi we tata pi. A choo choo choo, a choo choo choo, choo 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 choo. Au choo choo choo, choo choo choo, choo 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 choo. Ebum nandini gulaw zong tola gona lang chaiva gona abu poti vaya kala pati au preach I'm preachy, asambe bumnandini. Kebathiwe msukegini, bese bumnandini. Pasola sichaiva, ayiwahlala phansi, ewithatha pleto yenzayo. Asambe, bathini withatha pleto yenzayo. Asambe, bathini withatha pi. Asambe withatha pi. Hey, withatha pleto yenzayo. Asambe, bathini wibone pleto yenzayo. Asambe, bathini withatha pi. Hey, thatha pi. Asambe. Achuchukuchu, achuchukuchu, chuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchukuchu
Have you ever wondered who's responsible for fixing the country? Of course, join us every Thursdays at 2 p.m. as the broskies of Sotra fixing the country one topic at a time.
Yes, my friends, this is your boy Andy Maandi. Catch me every Thursday, 2 p.m. Konala with the broskies of Sotra, brought to you by Ishe Radio. We are fixing the country.
Have fun, Nolu knows over here. Catch me Kong Lwesibini at 2 p.m. on the Creative Corner. Summit.
On the ones and twos, threes and fours, fives and six. I welcome you, and I'm talking to you who's watching and listening from wherever you're tuning in from. My name is Mmusi Shole, and welcome to our weekly rendezvous of the Creative Corner. The home is Share Online, and the rendezvous where we're meeting right now is the Creative Corner, and this is where we discuss and talk about all things concerning and pertaining to the creative, the artistic, and as well as the entertainment spaces. My name is Mmusi Shole, and as usual, I am not alone. I'm not alone. I'm with the one and only.
Hey, Mr. Mist,
How are you
and
doing?
hello to everyone who's watching and listening. We Creative Corner. I'm all good.
Yeah.
I'm all good.
You seem a
God
bit
has
down.
been-
What's happening? What's up?
Okay.
You seem a bit out of place. Like,
No,
What's going on?
I'm okay.
Okay.
It's one of those days.
I see.
We need those days.
I see.
But I'm okay.
Okay,
I'm good.
no, cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. So, if you want to be in conversation with us today, you can engage with us across all our social media platforms. We go by Share Online on Facebook and all other social media platforms. I should slow down and take a breath. Right, and if you want to talk to us on WhatsApp, if you want to talk to us on WhatsApp, you want to call us, you want to send us an SMS, you want to video call us perhaps as we're streaming live and as we're in conversation, myself, Nosisi Nolu, the number to dial is 061-524-7758. That's 061-524-7758. And Nosisi Nolu, what's happening on your side? I need to take a breath and slow it down.
Please do.
Yeah.
So, Mmusi, I was going through, in fact, how was my week
I'm getting to that. How was your weekend? How's the week been since it started yesterday? The last time we saw each other was last week Tuesday.
Yeah.
When we had Uzwide in house. How's that been?
So last week we got a call that my aunt's husband passed on.
Ne?
So over the weekend I went there.
I see.
So but I think this weekend taught me few things, ne? Because we gathered as a family. Because uzukhumula this is my aunt.
Yes.
Ne husband yakhe.
Yes.
So kukhona different people.
So your aunt from like your mother's side, your father's side?
From my mom's
side. Your mother's side, I see.
So there was a point Ben Hleli, I was on Wi-Fi playing games and everything. I'm looking around, I'm like, I do not know these people. It's more like I'm a stranger in my
your own family.
Yes. So I sat there for iskhathi eside. I did nothing. I was on my phone. People were moving up and down. Like I didn't know what to do. Mmusi, it reminded me, ukanye, kufike that thing in enhlizweni that fam, please take care of your family and visit each other, check up on each other. Because, I felt like a stranger.
I can imagine.
I'm like, I do not know these people. I do not know how to start a conversation with them.
Any of these people, yeah.
Even my own family, like my aunt, my cousin, I'm like, what are we going to talk about again?
So when, with this aunt, you guys are not that close?
We used to be,
okay,
but life happened. To a point that we don't talk that much. In fact, we don't talk at all, even with my cousins. Ne? So it happened ngoku uba kwenzeka lento. I'm like, okay, fine. Let me pull through. Let me go and assist. Then when I got there, everyone was happy. Wow, okay, fine. I'm like, okay, fine. Same day, ne? I'm like, okay, fine. What am I gonna do? Who am I gonna speak to? Because abantu bayancokola, kuyancokola, abantu group nge-group. I'm like, okay, I don't have anything to say here. Let me rather go outside, just chill. And when I got there, started playing games. I'm like, okay, fine, is this my life or failing?
So, but here's the thing. And I get where you're coming from. Because I've also had those moments where I've experienced moments, even with family and around family, where you're not really... You're out of place.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by a lot of people and family, blood, but you're out of place. So growing up where you're not that close, like with your cousins and stuff like that, and did you not have your siblings there perhaps and stuff?
No.
Yeah.
Only my oldest sister was there. But then again, ubazijwayele nabanye abantu, ne?
I see.
So... I think the thing is here, Mmusi, as we grow, ne, we get interested in different things.
Absolutely.
Because if we were to talk about alcohol, men and everything, at least mhlawumbe so blend, ne? But now I took a different path.
In life, yes.
Yes, I decided to focus and serve God. And also I'm doing this. Something people do not even
relate
understand.
to. Yeah, definitely.
Because people asked, what am I doing? I showed them. Ne? They said, at least you're trying. I'm like,
What do you mean I'm trying?
What do you mean I'm
That's the thing,
trying?
it's like-
You can't say I'm trying.
Families' expectations of us, guys, is something else. And but anyway.
So my aunt even said, you know what? I want you to call me. I want us to sit down
And talk.
You need to let me know what you are doing, how and when. I'm like, dude, I just showed you. Uba ndenzani.
Yeah.
Ne?
Yeah.
But ngaphandle kwaloo nto, we all good.
Yeah.
Everything is all good.
Oh man, condolences. Sister
Yeah,
Lulu.
thank you very
condolences, huge condolences, man. On my side, my weekend was pretty chilled, nothing too hectic. I vowed ukuthi ngizo relax and ngizo rest. I needed it a bit. And since the last time we saw each other last week on a Tuesday, I got a cool opportunity to appear so it's a fashion week.
I saw you.
Yeah,
I saw you.
what
What were you doing there?
I was on stage.
Okay.
I was on stage at the Social Fashion Week, and I did one, two Nyana songs, Nyana. And that was a cool experience. So there were covers. I did covers. I opted to do covers and not my original music.
What are covers?
Cover is singing someone else's song.
Okay.
So, for instance, there's a song, Angazi Yagaban, that's the lady. We've played it on one of our shows, on one of our streams. Hamba Chuba, oh Hamba. It's something like that. So if I was to be invited, for example, on the 15th of June, right, for our Share Experience at Kulenta, what's the place? Bell's Art, yeah. So if I was to sing that song on that day, it would be a cover. So a cover is singing someone else's song with your own interpretation, I guess. So I did a couple of covers there.
But why didn't you sing your own song?
Because it was a short notice thing.
Okay.
So now I would need like a proper full band, or at least keyboard, drums, and a guitar at least to have.
Did they pay
some
you though?
form. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. It was a very short notice thing. But yeah, it was cool. You know, it was cool being there. Saw some original designs by established designers and stuff. We'll get to that. No, we'll get to that a bit later on in the show. But we're gonna be having such a cool conversation, namhlanje. The conversation will be about the comparisons between artists, creatives, and entertainers in the space. So please do engage with us. The number to dial, like I said a second ago, is 061-524-7758. That's 061-524-7758. And we go by Share Online across all our social media platforms. My name is MOOCEE. Missed if perhaps you still want to talk to me personally. So do engage with me across all.
In case.
Yeah, I mean, but look, man, you want to maybe, talk to me. So I go by MOOCEE. Missed across all my social media platforms. Mo, please rectify this one. I see always on our thing, Sis Nolu. He doesn't put the TikTok thing. So I'm available on TikTok, guys. I do have a TikTok account. So do stay tuned in and tell a friend to tell another friend that the rendezvous has started. Share Online is streaming live and the Creative Corner is live with myself and Usis Nolu.
And Nolu Knowles, Mmusi Shole, please allow me, Dali, before we go on a break, let me take people through an NFVF online application portal. If Niakumbula, I used to tell you, in fact, each and every week, I tell you about funding opportunities. And Gonzekile, that NFVF is open for, sorry about that, is open for funding yakona. So I don't know if people can see my screen now.
Yes.
Okay. So on your left-hand side, in fact, this is my left-hand side. I don't know on your side, there's Apple, you see your login. They asking for your username, password, and all. If you do not have an account with NFVF, you will need to click here to register. I'm sure you guys can see. And then, because I've already registered, what I will do, I will press login so that it takes me through the portal. In fact, okay, Mmusi, before I do that, I think, let's start by doing this. I think we should start here. Calls open for Presidential Employment Stimulus Program, which we call PESP 5. And then we've got Stream 1, which is for e-productions. Stream 2, skills development and training. Stream 3, marketing and distribution, which is your film festivals and public screenings. So its submission date, it was open from the 1st of May to the 24th of May 2024 at 5 p.m. For e-training service provider, a submission date is from the 2nd of May to the 3rd of June 2024 at 5 p.m. Film festivals and markets attendance were open. In fact, okay, for festivals and markets are taking place from 1st July 2024 to 31st March 2025 will be open from the 13th of May to the 24th of May at 5 p.m. Okay, guys, when they say film festivals and markets attendance for festivals and markets taking place from 1st of July, it means if a festival that you wish to attend is on the 1st of June, your application will not be considered because bazawube bengekaphenduli applications.
I see.
So we've got also international bursary applications for film and TV postgraduate studies. It was open from the 2nd of May to the 3rd of June 2024 at 5 p.m. So let's resume, guys. Let's go to log in. If you are cumulante, if when you do not have an account with NFVF, you will need to register first. But now, because I already have an account, I will press log in. Yeah, let's do that. Nanzike, it shows here the funding grant window, which we've got your training provider funding, international bursary, we've got festival attendance, PESP 2024, PESP 2024 again. But Tina, today we will be looking at production open call. Nancy Fem, we won't go through it, but we will do a part that you will need. Nancy, it is ngoshoba. You've got a name of the organization proposing a project which will be shared online. However, now we won't dwell more on that because what I want us to do is to check the funding guidelines. But yeah. You will need to fill in this page first, name of the organization proposing the project, and then project title. And Tia, you've got your experience film makers, all and all. I want you guys to check it out. We won't dwell on this part for now, but I will come back later on and review the whole application form. However, now I want you guys to get used to the guidelines. So, Mmusi, ndiyakubona ke uyayibona imali ezininzi apha and you are very excited.
Very, very cool stuff.
But asizuba lapho.
Yeah.
The call for the 5th Presidential Employment Stimulus Program, PESP 5, focused on the audiovisual industry, is open. So you guys can apply now. You need to make your way to this application form. The National Film and Video Foundation, NFVF, is pleased to announce the opening call of the Presidential Employment Stimulus Program, which is PESP 5, also referred to PESP 5, okay, by the presidency, issued through the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, which is DSEC. The closing date for submissions is Friday, 24th of May 2024 at 5 p.m. The NFVF has been tasked by DSEC, okay, as Sifundile, okay. The call also aims to support the sector through continuous skills development, focusing on the skills which the sector deems scarce. uyeva ke ngoku into ze-industry because now they're giving us the word scarce. Because if uzabuya uthi mna I'm just a filmmaker okanye kuthini, so what skills are you bringing to the people that have not been brought before?
I hear
Uyeva ke ngoku enzima kanjani? So nanso ke imali guys that uDisek is giving to the people. So le project Mmusi ne kanye le funding application, it is to ensure that each and every company they get to hire people.
Oh, I see.
Because bacho bati companies that will be considered, or a project that will be considered, are those who at least will be hiring 10 and more people.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, it is cool. So guys, I will go through this again. However, I wanted you guys to familiarize yourself to get used to this application, and also nazi where to go if you want to register. As Ben Chiloke, if you do not have an account with NFEF, you simply need to register. Ayithatha ixesha elide ke uregisterisha and ayifuni nto ingako. Please check it out, fam. And also they have other funding opportunities. If you wish to attend film festivals and markets, they open for that. If you wish to go and study overseas, but you're looking for bursary, they also offer that. Please, 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 as I always say, make use of NFEF website, GFC, which is Gauteng Film Commission, NAC, which is National Arts Council, and your DSEC and Mzansi Golden Economy. Guys, you will never go wrong with EZO applications, finding opportunities.
Wow.
More.
No, cool stuff.
Did you more?
Cool stuff, Sis Nolu. You are giving us information, and perhaps this information that we're sharing here on this platform is not useful for you, or has nothing to do with the spaces that you're involved in, but someone out there that you know, a friend's friend, a neighbor, a co-worker, a colleague, or someone out there might make use of this information and needs this information. So please, by all means, share. If you love it, share it. You know, what we do here at the Creative Corner is give information and knowledge on all the spaces that have to do with creativity, artistry, and entertainment. So by all means, make use of this information. Go on these platforms, go on these websites, and check it out for yourselves and take time. And if perhaps you want to know a bit more, by all means, reach out to the Share Online family, and we'll explain as best as we can. So right about now, Sis Nolu, what I want you to do is go take a quick break and have a drink of water, glass of water, or a glass of whatever you're having, lapekaya, because sometimes it's a bit chilly, it's not as warm. So you might grab a cup of coffee, some tea, or whatever you're having, and run to the loo quickly.
Or
a glass of wine. It's 5 p.m. somewhere. I mean, come on,
glass
man.
of wine.
You know, so we'll see you right after this, and do stay tuned as we have our conversation today, and we'll see you right after this.
Okay, Mmusi uyalahleka.
What's happening?
Mmusi uyalahleka. Guys, okay, it's all good.
Oh.
Let's do that.
Need some 17, yeah. Need some 17. Need some 17, yeah. Need some 17. Whoa, I'm in the studio. Need some 17. Whoa, ay. Need some 17. Whoa, I'm in the studio. Need some 17. Whoa, yeah. Need some 17. Whoa, I'm in the studio. Need some 17. Whoa. Need some 17, whoa, I'm in the studio, need some 17, whoa, yeah, need some 17, whoa, need some studio, need some 17, we stay rolling when you pull up with them trees, no mungaza, I give me negu kone bench, I'm a dog, me na ngi school and pagati, hey, no mungaza, my negu kone bench, buza baza, me linking a negu sabator, hey, noma ungazama ngeke ukhona impinshi buza abazamile inkinga ngeke usaba bona I'm in the studio ngisemsebenzini ngisemsebenzini I'm in the studio ngisemsebenzini 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 yeah ngisemsebenzini Hey, Billy Shinchilla now you check tryna make sure that she tell I got in my joint. Watch your words, my cool man, I'm on fano land the limit, now tell it's a load. Hop on the beat, like I'm hopping on a ski. The flows are too heavy, my G. Another nigga claiming that he from Jersey, got to find a gas, I couldn't know my G. 7 to 7, drop a key, drop like a tiger boy, fan I'm selling 7s. Beggally beggar, she stay wet like a damn, yeah, you know what I'm surfing. Check my drip, now we are born and done a good event. They put me on pressure, I remember when I wasn't doing this music, I felt very, very stranded. Sanbona, nigga, my lamu too bad. Chuck a blogger, I'm the king of the stash. Out of business, but I know it's a phase. I ain't even drunk, I'm still in the race. Sanbonani got my lamu too bad. I'm really bad, got around, I ain't kept. Kobe, yeah, why you think I'm balling this hard? Just came from my Jordan face. Whoa, I'm in the studio, need some 17. Whoa, need some 17. Whoa, I'm in the studio, need some 17. Whoa, yeah, need some 17. Whoa, I'm in the studio, need some 17. Whoa, need some 17. Whoa, I'm in the studio, need some 17. Whoa, yeah, need some 17.
Every Tuesday, where we vibe with the coolest creators.
But nah, you are too busy catching up on Cosy, celebrity news and the headliners on the Trusted Talk Wednesdays at 2 p.m.
Embrace your feminine side with the ladies of sisterhood Thursdays at 11 a.m. talking about everything women go through.
Join Amachita, Amahrotmani, the broskis of Sotra, fixing the country, one topic at a time. Thursdays at 2 p.m.
Get ready to spice up your sex life on the 8th hour every Thursday at 8 p.m. where we get down and dirty with the hottest topics. It's all things sex.
Start the weekend early with the feel-good vibes of Cosy Lifestyle Show Fridays at 2 p.m. Put on your dancing shoes, feel the music and connect with the best artist Mzansi has to offer.
And if you're still not satisfied, you can learn a thing or two about living wild, young and free with Ama2K Saturdays at 11 a.m.
And for all you bookworms, relax your Saturday with On Writing at 2 p.m. where you can learn from the best writers and storytellers.
All this and more on Share Radio, the place to be.
Welcome back on Awana Kochaya. Look, man, if you have just tuned in and you've just joined us, you're absolutely right on time, man. You are still on schedule to catch your favorite number one hit radio, audio and visual radio station. This is Share Online, and the rendezvous, like I say, on a weekly basis, on a Tuesday basis, is the creative corner with myself, MWOCEE Mr. That's Mmusi Mr. and Usis Nolu. And today we're going to be having a cool conversation.
Yo, I don't like how you said Usis Nolu. Usis Nolu. And then what?
Okay. With myself, MWOCEE Mr. and the one and only Usis Nolu Nolza. Umaluluza.
Yes. Yes, please. Yes, please.
I love it. So we're going to be having a cool conversation today. But Sis Nolu, first I want to say, I've been loving the couple of weeks, almost the last month we've had with our shows, right? Yeah. We had Kutlano, we had the Crazy Black Dudes, we had Uzwida Sonkondlo, and man, I don't know about you, but the creative corner is giving, man. It's giving. It's all
giving
things, It's all things. It's all things, man. You know. So I'm excited for our next guest that we're going to have in the coming shows, and I can't wait, man. I hope you feel the same way when I oshabiliting glory for following.
So Mmusi, before we see a good topic here, let me quickly remind people, in case basvile manezingoma zimnandi zijabulisayo, but where and how can I download Ezongoma? Guys, when we opened the show, Besina yo Bridge, the MC, Amba, nomjeke besithi uyithathaphi le nto yenzayo. And then after that sanayo I am too bad for you sithi emsebenzini. So yeah, if you wish to submit your songs, all you need to do is to go to our website, which is www.shareonline.co.za, and then you will see where it says you sign a form. After signing the form, kukhona apho izothi khona upload your songs. Then I ke zonke bonke kujive kube manzi phansi. Must
The number to dial if you want to be in conversation with us is 061-524-7758. That's 061-524-7758. So today we're going to be talking about the comparisons between creatives, artists, and entertainers. Sis Nolu.
Yeah.
Because we know there's quite a lot of that happens.
Yeah.
Right. And it's I don't know how I feel about it. Because no two artists or creatives or entertainers can be the same. We have people who, someone out there might like, and I'm making an example, right? Someone out there might like Mmusi Mist and Mmusi Mist's style and look up to them so much that they want to be like him.
Yes.
Right. And then that person might end up, how do I put this? I don't want to say copying, but copying is Saka Mmusi Mist.
It's just like producer yethu, technical producer yethu, Moeketsi my money is singing usemsebenzini.
Yeah, but I'm too bad for you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So that's what sometimes we can experience within the space, that one person might copy someone who's been in the space for the longest of times because you love them so much and you like how they do their thing and but the thing is, you can't have another Mmusi Mist. There's only one out there.
You can never have Mmusi. It's 20 minutes past 3. Usahleli nam Noluthando and Mmusi Mist. As ebechilo ke Mmusi. The number to call is 061-524-7758. Siyafumaneka on all our social media platforms, which is Share Online Ndawo Yonke. So Mmusi.
Yeah, so that's what we'll be talking about. So what's your take on like the comparison of entertainers, fashion designers, creatives, and artists in the space? What is your take on it? How do you feel about it?
Okay. Can I first read Ubandi Nantoni?
Absolutely.
Because kuthiwa comparison, it refers to the act or process of comparing two or more people or things, right? And then comparing oneself to others is a common human tendency, and artists are no exception. This comparison can be both good and bad.
I see.
So it can be good.
Yes.
There are times comparing with other artists, comparing yourself with other people is good, but there are times it's not good. Yeah, but
I hear you.
So I don't know how I feel about it.
Same.
I do not know.
Same.
Because I think I would say best not bukela. You watch something. Even myself, I love watching movies overseas. Ne? Because I wanna learn a skill or two about that. So now, if kutwa that's wrong, then how am I gonna learn?
I hear you. I hear you. But for me, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it for me.
Okay.
I don't think there's any, unless you are watching like movies from overseas, and you are watching our local productions as well from right here at home, and you're comparing the two, right? Saying maybe a movie from America, from a big studio that side, and watching a movie from also a big studio from right here in South Africa at home, and comparing the two. These movies could perhaps be in the same genre, in action or in romance or in comedy, whatever the space is, or whatever the genre is, and you're trying to compare the two with, yes, America has this, that, and the other. Doesn't have this, that, and the other,
Yeah.
So I like the fact that comparison could be good or bad.
Yeah.
That I like, because absolutely we could be comparing two artists or two creatives in the same space and just one and focusing on their strengths and how the one could improve on the other and how the other could improve on, on whatever, and saying, Nolu does this, that, and the other. How comparing him to Mmusi Mist, how can Mmusi Mist improve on this? There's factors and variables that contribute to the thing. For me, right? When comparison is in a context of growth and constructive criticism, not comparison in the sense and looking down on them and trying to just get in a sense.
Musine, kukhe questions even here, ne? Ekuthiwa, which show or presenters that does it better than
the others,
ne?
yes.
Or show as mnandi than others, ne? This is the question, and this is the answer.
Okay.
We can't compare the two. The reason why I'm saying we can't compare the two is because up here we've got different shows that serve different purposes. So you find that there's Mzansi Affairs.
Yes.
Mzansi Affairs cannot be watched by somebody who feels more entertained by Cosy lifestyle.
Yes.
Because my fika Mzansi, they'll find nothing interesting. Because it's all about politics, unemployment, everything. So I'm young, I wanna dance, I wanna know the latest. Then Mzansi Affairs
is not for you.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
But that does not mean it presenters or the show itself is not doing well.
Yes.
Someone will relate more on gossip because they love
the trusted talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean trusted talk is better than sisterhood.
Yes.
Because they all serve a different purpose.
Yeah.
So now I feel sorry for people who are comparing themselves from other people. Okay, fine. Mmusi is a singer. Nam as Unolu. Let me try singing because Siku Spaces he one. And I'm tired of hearing Mmusi every show a city. Now myself as a singer.
Yes.
This is how I hold a note. This is how I go low and up. I'm tired of hearing that. So I want to do it.
Yeah.
Mmusi, that inyansile apha nxa isithi comparing oneself to others is a common human tendency.
It is.
Because even without artists or creatives, thina singabantu, we are used to comparing each other. Friends, family members. Ngoku kusonakala kwi-friendships or kwi-family members because of comparing thyself.
Yes.
Ngoku you come ichom yakho would come ikubalisele nge-boyfriend yayo imnike imali ithini.
So for no compare.
So for no compare, you also want that.
Yeah.
So you go to your boyfriend and say,
Baby, ngifuna this, that,
yes,
and the other.
because uspokazi bamthengele A, B, and C. Why can't you provide?
Yes.
Why can't you do A, B, and C wena
Yes.
as my man?
Yes.
Abanye ke they move to a step closer. Bamoneli chomi. And take the guy because they want what they have.
What the friend has.
Yes.
Yes.
So I agree when kuthiwa it can be good and also it can be bad.
I see you.
Yeah, man.
I see you. Very interesting things that you're mentioning and pointing out there. I mean, comparison. Obviously, it is. It's a human thing. It is,
Mmusi.
It's a societal thing that we do as individuals. In general in life, in our day-to-day lives, and we can't help it. But like I said a second ago, when it's good and it's in a good context, and it is coming with constructive criticism that's going to build and grow the person, then sharp, But le uthi hi baby umuntu wami hi umngani ka
The nice
You
thing,
know.
the nice thing, Mmusi, is that we will break down
Yes,
the
all these
advantages
things.
and disadvantages.
Absolutely.
So for now, I think we just need to accept that this is something esikhule isenziwa nathi siyayenza.
And it's going to be there.
Jonga ndihlekisa, I remember my mom
Yes.
used to, well, okay, I grew up with two sisters, at least bebenganishika kakhulu. I think the other one ubena, okay, it's fine.
Yes.
But it's kula sonke.
Yes.
Now, whenever we do not want to do something, or mhlambe kuthiwa maklinwe, one would say, but izolo yes, I did A, B, and C.
Yes.
My mom would say, I wish I can have abantwana abafana naba base next door. Ne? Because look at their yard, it's always clean, they're always busy. Nina, what you do, you go to town, you go to, but you do nothing.
Yes.
So that alone, you comparison.
It is.
And disukhule ngayo.
And parents do a lot of that. Parents do, well, growing up, our generation at least. I don't know about now, but I feel like slowly but surely, you know, because how do I put this? We are becoming a generation of parents in this day and age who are wanting to change the habits that we grew up with and that our parents and habits and tendencies that our parents used to do when we were growing up. So I feel like slowly but surely we're shying away from those things, you know, but man, comparisons are always going to be there. So I'll read something that I have here, Sis Nolu.
Okay.
It says so this is what comparison is, right? It says a consideration or estimate of the similarities or dissimilarities between two things or people. And they give an example saying they drew a comparison between Gandhi's teaching and that of other teachers, right? And then another one, they say the formation of comparative and superlative forms of adjectives and adverbs. But that's I don't think, I mean, it's a correct definition of what comparison is, but I don't think that's the one that we are focusing on right now. The one we're focusing on says a consideration or estimate of similarities or dissimilarities between two things or two people. And then they give examples of other words that might have a similar definition or meaning to the word comparison, and they say contrast. This is the first time I come across this word, so I hope I pronounce it properly. It says juxtaposition, collation, differentiation, weighing up, and balancing. So it's the similarities or dissimilarities between two or more things, right? But mostly it's between two things. In more than most cases. So the similarities, like you said, and I like that you made an example of the shows that we have here and brought it back home to share online, right? Because someone might watch. I'll make an example, and we've had a conversation a bit about this. The Creative Corner versus Ikasi Lifestyle, right? That both shows focus on creative spaces, artistic spaces, and entertainment spaces. But the similarities is that we focus on that. But the dissimilarities is that Ikasi Lifestyle dwells deep into who the artist is. Right? And we scrape off the top. Tina Shala, this is, you know, this is what an entertainer does. But we don't necessarily have performances like Abo Angele have Guikasi Lifestyle, right? Sure. And they delve deeper to Upumapi and Ubani and you know, we cover the space in its entirety, not just the artist or the artistic space, you know. So I think that's a perfect example to give as to what comparison is, according to the definition we have here, saying the similarities and the dissimilarities between the two.
So, fam, if you just joined us, we are still talking about artists comparing themselves. Is it a good thing? or a bad thing. Kuchiwa ke fem kutwa, it can be a good thing and also it can be a bad thing, but we will go deep advantages and disadvantages of comparing themselves, oneself. Yeah, and I'm of comparing oneself from other artists. So if you are an artist, creative, entrepreneur, hustler, zonke bonke, please comment below or call us on 061-524-7758. Usixelele. Hi Umelo, just send us Umelo, okay, we've got comments on TikTok here too. Umelo says, hi guys, just joined the show. Thank you, Melo. Thank you. So Umelo, okay, is our number 2 gifter, Melo. I'm the number 1.
Number 1 what?
Gifter.
Gifter as in?
And on TikTok. Number 1 gifter. He sends us
Oh,
gifts.
I see. Oh, yes.
So we
yes.
always have a competition. Ne?
Okay, between the two of you guys.
Yes, we compare who's gonna gift more.
I see.
So yeah, Umelo
is one of those people.
Yeah, he just sent gifts as a 10 as in the Mhleban Sicho. And then we've got Mr. Maimani. Atsi, what about the top 10 with more?
Oh yes. Mo slotting himself in there.
Yeah. So fam, please do
it.
not forget to follow us on our YouTube, our Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. So Fumaneka, it's Share Online everywhere. And also you can still submit your songs on our website, which is www.shareonline.co.za. Hi Mmusi, before we forget.
Yes. What happened?
So on the 15th June.
Yes. At Bell's Out Kitchen, formerly known as Kulenza.
My gosh. So guys, pull up. We'll be having your entertainment shushu kanjani. Sizabe sinabo Omelo, sinabo Oslo Makaya, Cosy Soul Music.
The Twinkie.
Cheese. Yes, keep them
we're
coming.
Gonna be having all of these guys, man. Yeah.
And you get to see us if you've always wanted to meet myself and I, Noluthando.
I see you.
So almost
taking a line from my book.
Yeah.
Taking a part from my book. Yeah.
If you want to meet the presenters as a Share Online, come through, pull through. For only 50 rand, you get to dine, dance, and uhlale nathi njalo. Sikuphathele entertainment better than ezinye niyayazi ke guys, we always pull through. And also sinazo ke impahla zokunxiba, you do not have to worry.
Yes.
I'm super excited, Mmusi.
Yeah.
So you do not have to worry about into ozakuyinxiba because you are covered. I'm sure, yes, screen set too. Yeah. We've got your hoodies and sweaters for only 300 rand. And then short sleeves t-shirts for only 150. And then long sleeve t-shirts, ziyafumaneka nge 190. I'm so sorry, ibini ndizilibele and azibekwanga apa. I'm so sorry. But you can go through a page here to zipostiwe. We are still talking about you
guys.
It's 36 minutes past 3. We are still talking about comparison between artists. Mmusi missed?
Yeah, no, guys. On the 15th of June, we will be out there at formerly known as Kulenza, but now known as the Bell's Art Kitchen. So if you want to meet your Share Online family, your presenters, and your Share Online radio personalities, we're going to be out there. Myself, Mmusi Mest, we're going to be having Abo and the end. We're going to have Abomeke Banele, our technical producers are going to be out there. Sisnol is going to be out there. I'm going to be out there. Afriberry, Kate, the Sisterhood, all our online presenters and personalities are going to be out there. And that's where you're going to meet them. So Sisnol, I'll make an example. On the 29th of April, that's when some of us were out there. Not all of us were there. So I was very excited to meet some of the presenters from the other shows. shows.
You meant 27 of
Was it the 27th?
Yes.
27th of April. So it was so cool, man, having the family there, and exchanging. You do this show and I do. Oh, okay, So it's
Yeah.
going to be very cool. I promise you, all the artists that you have heard their music playing on our platform and some of the guests that we've had in studio are going to be there. So it's going to be such a good day. So tell a friend to tell a friend that on the 15th of June, you have something going on at Bell's Art Kitchen. So we're going to take a very quick break, have a sip of water, and because now I think it's about to rain. So just try to keep safe and be home. And we'll see you right after this one. Run to the loo quickly, grab something to drink, and we'll.
Oh,
see you
Melo,
after this.
we're playing your song now.
We made a pact. Yeah, why you act like you need nobody? Why you have to go do me like that when you know that you need somebody? Why you wanna go in like that? Why you act like you need nobody? Why you have to go do me like that when you know that you need somebody? Why you wanna go act like that? Why you act like you need nobody? Why you wanna go do me like that when you know that you need somebody? Why you had to do that when you ain't checked the fact? You shoulda looked up the stats. Remember, we made a pact. I had an affinity for taking care of niggas. All started with us. Niggas changes the age. Nigga, give me the gauge. Blow on the face, catch a fade. Why you act like nice popping on fish? You coldish. Whole wish you taste bitter sweet. I pass rhyme as time goes by. Why you chose to play like we wasn't family? Why you played like we wasn't raised in the same cradle? You switched lanes on me. I bet it is what it is. Touch is a move, nigga. It is what it is. Touch is a move. Tick tack tack toe. Tick tack tack toe. Attack number oh. Attack number oh, attack number oh. Yeah, why you act like you need nobody? Why you have to go do me like that when you know that you need somebody? Why you wanna go in like that? Why you act like you need nobody? Why you have to go do me like that when you know that you need somebody? Why you wanna go act like that? Why you act like you need nobody? Why you wanna go do me like that when you know that you need somebody? Yeah. Why you wanna go act like that? How you wanna go do me like that? Why you wanna go down like that? Niggas on and off like a main switch. I don't understand how they go switch. All these lies in your lines when your mouth speak. They say it's all love, but it's not love. Tell me, why you had to do me like that? Do me like that. How you let the other niggas do me like that? How you let a nigga up do me like that? Yeah, nigga, fuck that. Nigga, fuck that. Yeah, you niggas wanna hit me low key, do it like that. Yeah, every day I'm on my grind, so I don't need niggas like that. Even though I got a bad bitch, no man, I won't trust her. Cuff her if you love her, but never let your heart do you like that. If you love her, don't let your heart do you like that. Why you act like you need nobody? Why you have to go do me like that when you know that you need somebody? Why you wanna go in like that? Why you act like you need nobody? Why you have to go do me like that when you know that you need somebody? Why you wanna go act like that? Why you act like you need nobody? Why you wanna go do me like that when you know that you need somebody?
Have fun, Nalo knows over here. Catch me Kongo Lwesibini at 2 p.m. on the Creative Corner. Summit.
On the ones and twos, threes and fours, fives and sixes. If you've just tuned in, you've just joined us. Bona, you're still in conversation, still right on time and schedule to catch your favorite number one hit audio and visual radio station. This is Share Online, and the rendezvous is the Creative Corner with myself, Mmusi Mr. and Noluthando, and we're still in conversation about comparisons amongst or between artists, creatives, and entertainers. So, Nolu, before the break, we were getting into the conversation and wanting to outline the advantages and disadvantages, right? Of comparison.
Yes,
right?
but sorry for ukuphazamisa kancinci. Before usiya ebreakini, we played Umelo esithi somebody, and then nango ekhona kwi-comment esithi don't worry sizojiva sonke nge-15 and then abuye athi, oh, I hear my song playing, thanks a lot.
Yes.
But at Nolu, I'm not seeing you dance. Melo, I was dancing. Slide. So yeah, thank you for the gifts, Melo. Keep them coming, please.
Yes, it's not. So, now, cool stuff, guys. If you want to be like Umelo and have your music play right here on Share Online, by all means, Sisnolu mentioned at the beginning of the show how you can submit your music by going to www.shareonline and submitting your music by signing the form and having it play on any one of the shows that play or that stream during the week, from Mzansi Affairs to Creative Corner to the Sisterhood to the Trusted Talk to Ama2K. Like, there's a whole lot that happens to Cosy Lifestyle and all of those things. So we're still in conversation, guys, about comparison, and we are about to outline and detail some advantages and disadvantages of. But do you think there's an advantage, Sisnolu, to comparing?
Yes.
Yeah. Like there is the good side of comparison.
Yes.
Yes.
I know there is. Ne? As much as we might say, you can't compare yourself komnye umuntu. But if you've got somebody or okay, you see that Mmusi also uyacula. Mmusi is a vocalist. Now, I can be, in fact, I know how to, but I haven't started doing this thing. So ngizokwenza kanjani? I know Mmusi ndiyayithanda lento ayenzayo. I go and learn how to become a vocalist just like Mmusi. So I'm taking Mmusi as a motivation.
I see you.
And as somebody who inspired me to start this journey. It's a good thing because now ndine motivation. However, it will be bad if unzohlala nithi ayiswa kakade ndiyamodlula. The aim is not to umdlula, but the aim is to at least do what Mmusi is doing because you like it.
I see you.
Hence I'm saying, yes, there is a good side.
Advantages, ne? And the good side of it. So we have a couple of things here saying advantages of creatives comparing themselves to others. Motivation and inspiration. Seeing the work of other artists can inspire and motivate one to improve their own skills, like you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Like you just mentioned, I can look up to Sisnolu like an upcoming, or as an upcoming radio personality or radio presenter, and see how far she's come.
Yes.
With Ishe, and where she is and where she's possibly moving into. And say, I look up to Sisnolu and I would like to get to where she is.
A quick example when I'm listening, I always say to other presenters, Mmusi Shole, when they theater, go and watch the Broskis of Sotra. Ne?
Okay.
I'm not saying the Broskis of Sotra are perfect or anything, ne? But because they are doing what is required of the station. I'm not saying Tina, we are not, but I can never tell people go and watch creative because because
you're on the creative.
Hence I'm saying to people, go and watch the Broskis. Because they're not better than any other people here, but at least they are few steps away from what is needed or is required. Ne? So when you go to the Broskis, I really because you're comparing by Tina, are
Ufuna
we better
ukuhlulumekate.
now okanye kuthini? No, you're not. So leyo i-comparison na, I would say that ile ilungileyo, because watching the broskies ilizobangela ba now you move.
To improve on your own skills.
Yes, you improve. Not ukuba ufuna ubajongela phansi. No, you are improving your skill and you are making sure that you are doing what is required by the station. So i-comparison ezinjalo zezona right. As wrong ngizokunika umzekelo, when I was growing up, I think it was standard, okay, I'm not sure, but
Somewhere in high school.
yeah, I discovered that I had a skill of being a storyteller, a writer. Now I started writing and telling stories way before studying London. So I would write plays for abantwana. I would write plays esikolweni makufuna plays. But then again, ke ngoku, we decided mna nomngani wam that we're going to host events like awareness campaigns. We started 2010. We hosted an awareness campaign over human trafficking and child abuse. Ne. I wrote a play which people loved so much. I took abantwana from a location here to ba-actor batini. People loved up until today. Abantu basayithanda. They still remind me into ba, hayi bo uyakhumbula ubani. Ne? So after we saw that people loved Leo Play and the event was a success, Uzukhumbula ba yena, she was more on the marketing side. She loved marketing. But now she saw ukuba no, abantu bathanda more the script writing and storytelling.
I see.
Let me venture into this thing. I remember hearing her say, I wrote a play about Ndoni. I'm like, okay, let's hear it. Because kaloku I do not want to say uyanikopela kanti nyhani naye she has
Upale like a hit.
yes.
Yeah.
Man figure, I'm like, dude, you forced things. Forcile. There was no need for this thing.
And what did she say?
I don't know what happened, but we ended up not shooting that thing.
Having a falling out and stuff.
Yes. We didn't do anything with that script because it was not something she wanted to do. Because if it was something she wanted to do, she would have pushed forward. And then later on, I saw uba no man abantwana bangabafanana elalini yam, they doing things. So I was like, you know what? Let me collect them. Let's start a soccer team.
Wow, really?
Yes, that's me. So we started this soccer team.
Yes.
Nyani kwalunga. It was it was Tando Magic. The name of the it was Tando Magic.
The name of the soccer team.
Yes.
And
Now, yeah. I remember few weeks later, she said she wanted to start a netball team.
I told me.
I was supportive. She started a team. But the team failed. Because it's something... Yes. And a soccer team until I moved.
Oh, yes.
Now, when I moved to East London.
Oh.
So, man moved to East London, I got someone to take care of the team.
Yes, and continue running it.
But because be a guy and there was no motherly love, things... I heard that, Banbani is smoking this. Now, most of the guys, baby, ku team yam go nyawope ngoba abantwana babonayo ba age. So I ask myself sometimes, what if? But as collabo. What I'm trying to say is comparing yourself to others ngemotive wrong.
Yes.
I use the results as a right.
Won't, yes,
because you start something because Mmusi is doing it. At the end of the day.
Yes, I like the fact that you mentioned motive. You know, cause manje Usisnolo is doing events and nami ngumusi sengifuna ukwenza ama event, you know, and or like we had the Black Dudes a couple of weeks ago, the Crazy Black Dudes, Onyiko no Musa are doing events every Ketlongo. nami sengifuna ukwenza a
But, yeah.
restaurant, sengifuna ukwenza ama event, and it's the motive behind it was hi ngeke bangihlule man, you know, and which is not a good thing, man. And thus bese siyamangala, we get surprised as individuals ukuthi why izinto zami mina mangizenza singayenzi, because first one could argue ukuthi it's not your thing. It's not your thing, you know. I always tell people, especially when it comes to entertainment, artistry, creativity, that it is not for the faint-hearted.
It is not.
It's not for the faint-hearted. You know, you don't become an artist for the sake of, man, I can play guitar, you know, or I can hold a mic, I can sing, or I can talk to people who was a present, or I sing a lot. Like, honestly speaking, if we get into the gist of what like the core thing is behind that type of emceeing at nightclubs or MJV and stuff, it is not just about hyping people or do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Or getting on stage, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, Guti, I was out at the Soweto Fashion Week. It's not just about getting on stage and just singing. Like, there are things there are contributing factors, you know, and variables to the thing. We don't just rock up here and start talking. There's research, there's technicality that goes behind. There's making sure cameras are working fine, and so doing it with the wrong motive. Don't be surprised if it doesn't become successful and work out for you. You understand? Mara, when you do it with a motive, you're going, I want to grow. I'm so inspired by what Mmusi Shole is doing and what Mokete and Benele are doing out at Share Online and with the presenters that they have. And I want to start something similar. Because we mentioned similarities and dissimilarities between the two, right? So I want to start something similar. And Futi, you might even go and take it to an extent of reaching out to Mmusi Shole and saying, hey, Shole, how did you start this? Where did you begin? And like, what was your motivation, and what were some of the roads that you took to get to where you are now? You know, streaming on across 4 platforms at the same time on a daily basis. You know, isn't it?
It's like that when I'm see it's 54 minutes past 4.
3.
Past 3, you are still here with myself, Noluthando, and Mmusi missed. Why in the city, Mmusi man?
Mmusi my man.
Yeah, and my money. Anyway, we've got Mmusi, Mr. My Money on TikTok City. You had a soccer team. I know many people don't believe me.
You had a soccer team?
Yeah.
I mean, now I'm surprised to find this out.
I know, you know, with me, Mmusi,
yeah.
I'm one person who likes to try out something. I'm not saying I'm perfect, it's going to work out. No. I might start and it fail. I always have that room of it might fail. So I did coach a soccer team.
Yeah.
And then I had le group yabantu be acting abantwana. Baby bancinci. I wish I had Ilan because I wrote I love the story, ne? So there was a part where there was a gold digger. Yeah, lomdana. And you know, with abantwana, ne? I've never been proud of abantwana bancinci. Ever. I think it was your 11, 12, 13, the way they acted out the story. It was beautiful.
I can imagine.
They could tell as a story as if yes.
Or they've gone through some of those things.
Yes, exactly. Mawusithi Goldie kama nozambona umntana. Mawusithi policeman, like isn't as ganjalo. So yes, I did things as in your ungo two but no, I used to do A, B, and C.
Yes.
Now I'm good in trying out things.
I see. You are someone who is not afraid of taking risks.
Yes, that's me.
Unlike some of us out here. Like, no, I'll tell you, because that's funny thing I want to. And I'm one of those people who, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Okay.
For me personally, you know, and that's fine, obviously, with different characters and individuals and personalities. And so, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And I might have an idea what I want to start this, and I'm I'm an in denial perfectionist to a certain extent. And there's a friend of mine, I've mentioned him a couple of times on some of our shows. Upaseka Sonamzi, a local designer, fashion designer in Dobsonville. He's a very close friend of mine, and we've been friends for the longest of times, man. The longest of times. And he's one person who knows, I'm a perfectionist. Mara, I'm always denying it. No, man, I'm not. I'm okay. And look, sometimes, growing up, I've tried to loosen up a bit and not have such a handle on things. I want this done, but I can't help it. After some time, it bothers me, and I want to fix it. I made a mistake last week when we had maybe Uzwite. I want to rectify it, and maybe I said a wrong number, phone number, and so whenever I have to try things out of my comfort zone, I second guess, third guess, and fourth guess myself. But anyway, so if this conversation is something that you are interested in, and maybe it might not have something to do with you, but someone who in terms of just comparison in general in the spaces that you're in, you might be involved in the corporate spaces.
Yeah,
there's comparison there as well. I'm a better salesperson. I'm a better advertiser, I'm a better what than ban. Do engage with us on all our social media platforms. We go by Share Online. And the number to dial, if you want to talk to us on WhatsApp, is 061-524-7758. That's 061-524-7758. So, Sisnolu, here we have, if I can open it very quickly, other advantages about comparison, right, amongst artists, creatives, and entertainers is learning opportunities by observing others' techniques and styles. Artists can learn new methods and approaches, which is true. Which is true.
If you are Kumbula, I said earlier on that I love to watch movies. Oh, okay, I don't really like soapies.
Okay. Is it soapies in general, or soapies from home, or soapies from overseas?
Okay, I think a skill or a craft I want it to relate more. Okay. I want people to relate more with craft as they relate to movies overseas.
I see you.
Ne? So I do not want to produce Indo and be like,
yeah, same.
I do not want to do that.
Yes.
So I love movies overseas. I love watching them, learning a thing or two, observing is skill, because with them, not that as Zalapa abako talented. No, they are.
Yes.
They are. We've got likes of your Connie Ferguson, Cindy Latu, Vatiswanda, Baningi, ne, and Baya actor kakuhle. However, with I think the problem is with productions. That the size. The budget is not so good.
It's not giving.
Yes. So they have to compromise. Now with as are overseas, they go all out. You get to see his skills and his talent that ungaifumani their side. Hence I'm saying I watch more. Okay. So Mmusi, I'm so sorry, Ndase. Let's quickly go on an ad.
Yes.
There's something we need to attend.
Yes. And the time right about now is 4:00 in the afternoon on a Tuesday. The date is the 14th of May 2024. So we're about to take a very quick break and sort out quite a few things on our side. And do still keep tuning in to Share Online, and we will be right back with you right after this cool stuff.
Have fun, Nolu knows over here. Catch me Kongo Lesvini at 2 p.m. on the Creative Corner. Summit.
Hey, how many riders? How many riders? How many riders? Hila musisi mama weaver. hila busisi mama deals, hila busisi mama heels, I'm a night riders, hila busisi mama heels, hila busisi mama nails, hila busisi mama weave, I'm a night rider, Sauteya zakar buzo, Tenya zakar bushoshi, Tenya zakar bushabi, I'm a night rider, Sauteya zakar buzo, Tenya zakar nanek, Tenya zakar bushoshi, I'm a night rider, hila busisi mama heels, hila busisi mama weave, hila busisi mama heels, I'm a night rider, hila busisi mama weave, hila busisi mama heels, hila busisi mama weave, I'm a night rider, Tenya zakar buzo, Tenya zakar bushoshi, Tenya zakar bushabi, I'm a night rider.
Rabusho, yeah. Rabusho, yeah. I'm a night rider. A Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hey, one olive salabarikien. A 3 days, abaduli charate. Masifu ready busa TK. Abarete couch in the new bed. Machuchuan when you woke up bed. I fell down, tanga we blessed. Everything for your stuff, summer bed. 11 ton of me bag, stores on my cab. When I go my weave, stores are sort. I check a phone, I'm still fresh. Drink on the tube, call me my bed. Suzuku legend, Suzuku going to Mula on a date. Chasing all the zeros like I do it for a baby. Spell I'ma do it like I'm swavy. Watch on the banger reminiscing about them days. Smoking on the ganja, puffing purple haze. Every time I pull up, any no mistake. Smile is taking money for the praise. The snakes, all up in my wave, my ways. Heading in the lingos, that's the trip. Get it popping like I'm Cisco. Manos, we don't need no intro. It's a vibe, mommy, oh my. Our whole night for me, now she wanna vibe. A long night, so I'm trying to get the vibe. I survive, a night ride. I come slide, a night ride. Oh my, oh mommy, oh my. You love my weed, you love my heels, you love my drinks. You don't time to get good vibe, a night ride. You love my weed, you love my heels, you love my drinks. You don't time to get good vibe, a night ride. You don't time to get good vibe, a night rider. You don't time to get good vibe, a night rider. You don't time to get good vibe, a night rider. Hey, you don't time to get good vibe, a night rider. You don't time to get good vibe.
Come in numbers on the 15th of June 2024. Apho sizabe sijiva kumnandi phansi. Sizabe siziphethe different types of artists. Ndibala ntoni na piano artists, poets, your soul music. And Mmusi bazobe bekhona nabo. So come in numbers for only 50 rands. We get to watch entertainment engapheli. Ixesha lethu ngoku at 6 minutes past 4. Mmusi,
I love it. I like these songs that sometimes play.
Am I Night Riders?
I'm a Night Riders by Lucio and Est or EST featuring Duva, the MC, and Amora. Night Riders. I'm a Night Rider. And I like when he says, Kenya nyuguru pozuke, Kenya nyuguru nanege. I'm a Night Rider. I love it. I love these kids, man. Yeah.
So on our TikTok, we've got Umelo, a city.
Yes.
Comparisons are good if you want to learn a skill to improve your craft.
Yes.
Apinda ati comparisons are also bad if you are looking to boost your ego. Using other people.
No, he's completely right. So I want to go high. If you've just tuned in, you're just right on time. But right about now, it's starting to rain, and don't be surprised or oskamakala when we have a few technical glitches. But we're still in conversation, myself, Mmusi Mester, and Noluthando, and about comparisons amongst artists or between artists, creatives, and entertainers. And so we're still outlining advantages, and I like what Milo just said about improving or enhancing your skill, and also how it's bad when you want to boost your ego, because there's a lot of egocentrism, if I'm pronouncing that word correctly. Please correct me when I share it. And ego and egotistical people within the space. For example, on the 27th of April, or on the upcoming one on the 15th, when we're there as the share family, right? And then figure out as Mmusi Mester, and sing nugelwa petrol, sing hemela pezulu, sing is jelo. Look, man, the Creative Corner is better than all these other shows. And as Mmusi Mester, there's no other, radio personality or share radio personality that's better than me. So that's when it's bad, because.
And also when Mmusi, I think comparing yourself to other people, you lose your uniqueness and your individualism, because now you're no longer moving as Mmusi. You're moving as Mmusi who wants to be like Unolu. Uzofika ke ngoku naseshowini ukhala ngo adziye kata, because you wanna be like Andy,
yes.
Ukanye ubuye uyofuna ufana nesikhodla sama 2K
uslow maningi, yes.
Izinto kanjalo. I think naleyo, because we've heard uba kuthiwa aman ubani sounds like ubani.
Yes.
Mmusi sounds like Unolu. Ukanye kuthiwe ingoma ethile when ubani ecula unremind ubani because usounda ngayo.
Yes.
So ilana nchoyo, it can be good, however it shies away from wena ubuwena. But this is Unolu in the unique go A and B. People know me nxa ndingena micini uba ndizawuthini. For example, we've got the likes of your Sibusiso Mahlobo. We know Dragon of the
Airways.
We know that
it's his thing. Ooh,
yes.
Yeah.
Now if tomorrow we get Mmusi ozenzi Dragon
of the Airways.
Mhlambi ke wena ka uzenzi Dragon uzenzi switch of the
I love that. Yes.
Now you are shifting away from Mmusi Mester lo uzatsho athi, if you want to call me, so it's just kanjalo. It can be good, however now kunokba bad. It can be bad.
The thing that you just mentioned about when you, because one person might remind you of another, for example, as musicians, as singers, as vocalists, right? There's a lot of music or singers, specifically vocalists, which Usisnolu sounds like Uban Ban 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 or reminds me of Ban 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 Ban, which is not a bad thing to a certain extent, right? Because what happens is you've followed this person so much and you love this person so much and you've listened to their music so much that you yourself have started emulating and there's a word I'm missing, but you started not being, but being that person, essentially, vocally speaking. your choice of notes, your improvisational skills that you
How
do.
you go up,
Yes,
and come down.
that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. I'll make an example. For the longest of times, well, not for such a long time, but when they started out, and not too many people had knew about them at the time. This is back in 2009. Late 2009, early 2010, The Soil. The Soil was just coming out, and the first song that I heard, I think a lot of us heard, was "E Family." I got joy in my heart, got love in my heart. You're probably sitting on your own, and The Soil was unknown at the time. And couple of friends of mine, like Abu Paseka, like I mentioned earlier, we listened to quite a lot of The Soil. And that's when I also started singing. This is the 2010. I started singing around that time, And because Bisbatan, and it was a new style. Beatboxing and a cappella music was not so popular at the time, So we started... things like that. It was so interesting at the time. It was fascinating. So and I know for the longest of times I was very intrigued by Istal Saga. Who's this guy who went out of the soil? Who left the soil?
I don't know.
Come on, this guy, man. He did Amapiano. He's one of the pioneers here, piano vocalist. Why am I forgetting him? But anyway, him. And then he left the soil and he started doing his own music. And I still followed him and listened to him. And for a little while, to a certain extent, you could swear that I was emulating him. Because and I followed him and I listened to his stuff. And, he did a couple of songs. We'll get into it a little bit later on. But, but like you said, don't lose yourself in wanting to be like that person, because what you do now, you lose your own uniqueness and your own individuality, like you mentioned, right? Because you still have to retain ubumusi or ubunolubako and bring your own flavor and your own style and your own thing to loving this person so much. Uthi nano mas compare, singa compare uthi ay ufana naye and we end up not following you.
And also, Mmusi, one other thing is that we end up losing equals Z.
Yes.
Because now you are moving good direction, Kamusi. The reason when you started, the reason uba ubekle and the aim, the purpose and everything, we are a loser because now you're following your footsteps as Kamusi. Oh no, Umusi, genre, we chikile is no longer doing soul music. Mmusi is doing a piano. Maybe I should try a piano.
Yes.
Now. And there's money.
Yes.
So ndiyenza amapiano choose ijikile zinto.
Yes.
I had plans. I knew if plan A fails, then plan B vele uzolunga.
Yes.
So I think comparing yourself to other artists ibarongo apho, because you lose yourself, you get distracted. And when it comes to ifela, now ifela uyayoyika because wena Umusi is doing A, B, and C. And Umusi uyaphumelela ku A, B wakhe. So now, why am I not succeeding? Uthende ngaphumeleli. Now, mayifika ifike ke ngoku. I understand because you're doing exactly what Musi is doing.
No, you're right. The person engikhuluma ngaye is something so it. Or what's this other song? When we're done, songs I years ago, but you did. But anyway, I want to go higher. Now, for one or last two of the advantages of comparison, it says here, benchmarking progress. Comparisons can help artists gauge their progress in identity and identify areas for improvement. I like that. This is now, I think it comes back to what I just mentioned now. You're benchmarking. How far have I gone in following this person?
Yes.
And comparing myself to them? And now, am I still on that track of wanting to be exactly like them, or now am I finding my own way?
So,
Right.
Mmusi, before we go back, sorry
Yes.
for disturbing you. We've got Tuli Priscilla, SCT.
Ah.
I think the word Mmusi once is imitating. Thank you for correcting
Thank you, Sis Tuli.
Mmusi.
Yes, thank you, Sis Tuli. I appreciate that. So, but yes, and I'll make an example of myself. There's a guy who who played a huge role in my own music journey. Chris Monoto. Chris Monoto has a foundation called the Monoto Music Foundation, MMF. And so this guy taught me how to read music, how to conduct, and he played such a huge role, when I was starting out as a performing artist and stuff like that. And fast forward to 2016, I was singing for a choir called St. Michael Chorala, out Comidolens, right? And I showed the conductor at the time a video of myself conducting, right? And then this guy goes, yo, ufana no Sidwell, conductor njengo Sidwell Mhlongo. Sidwell Mhlongo is a prominent conductor and artist within the choral space, right? Atufana no Sidwell ngita wa uthi Sidwell. And then it dawned on me a bit later, ukuthi no man, Chris used to look up to Sidwell Mhlongo.
Oh.
Right. And I now looked up to Chris, and I was under his wing, and he took me under his wing and coached me and all of those things and taught me. And so you see, now it becomes a thing. But after a while, I started finding my own way as Mmusi Mist. How do I now do my own style as a conductor when I'm standing in front of a choir and stuff? Yes, I do. I'm a conductor. So, but anyway, we're going to be wrapping up not too long from now, Sis Nolu. I don't know if, what do you think on your side? What do you have?
So, fam, as Sivala izinto zethu, do not forget to go to our website, NFVF, ubone where you fit, because bakupe funding opportunities ezininzi. And also, be in the lookout. I'll do a video for you guys, taking you through yonke indo. Do not forget, each and every day we've got different shows. We have a show tomorrow, which is the Trusted Talk, where we talk about cosy. And then Thursday, we've got Sisterhood, 11 a.m. And then 2 p.m., we've got the Broskis of Sotra. Basically, they fixing the country one topic at a time. And then Friday, Zonge Bonge Sinayo, Ikasi Lifestyle show, bringing us different artists. And then we've got Top 10 with more. Na Saturday, Kesinazo shows Zetu, Oma 2K, and Onka Rabile Mugodo. It's 19 minutes past 4. Noluthando Nondalana, Nonjalana, Tandi.
And my name is MOOCEE Mr. That's Mmusi Mr. And you were tuned in to your favorite #1 hit audio and visual radio station. This was Share Online, and the Rendezvous. The Rendezvous on a weekly basis, on a Tuesday basis, is the creative corner, and this is where we discuss and talk about all things pertaining to and concerning to the creative, the artistic, and as well as the entertainment spaces. So, by all means, do still keep in conversation with us across all our social media platforms. We go by Share Online on Facebook and all other social media platforms. And what we do is we stream live on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, and as well as YouTube. So by all means, it doesn't mean that when the show ends, the conversation ends. By all means, comment, like, and share your thoughts with us about what we were talking about on today's show when it comes to...
I feel like a 10-year-old.
You're trying to figure out where the ink comes from. When it comes to comparisons amongst artists or between artists, creatives, and entertainers. And if you want to talk to us on WhatsApp, the number to dial is 061-524-7758. That's 061-524-7758. So we will see you next week for our weekly rendezvous. And yeah, man, we'll continue our conversations. It's not...
Masibashiye ngongiphathe kahle by Pro Soul, the DJ, and Double G.
Yeah.
Enjoy, family. We love loving you.
listening to Share Radio, the best online visual radio station in town. Tune in now and enjoy the best music from around the block.